Hello, everyone. Thank you for having my PLC team and I. We have been going over um, things that we can do within our school for teacher empowerment to try to build self-efficacy. And we focused on 5 areas um, that I included in a survey and passed out, if you're familiar with that, a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, we took that survey data and we created a growth plan to help target the areas of concern that the teachers voiced to me with the survey. So anyway, okay, my screen got stuck. Okay, um, we did come up with a vision, and our vision is to have a positive learning environment, to place a high value on teacher decision making, and to provide opportunities for leadership. Because if you provide opportunities for teacher leadership, they're going to build self-efficacy among that. They're going to feel more empowered to lead in their classrooms, just like they do um, outside of the classroom. And those opportunities have to be provided in equal amounts for teachers who are willing to take on those responsibilities. Some areas that need to be addressed, there's 5 key areas. Building efficacy and empowerment among the staff, results-oriented professional development, recruitment, placement, and mentoring school staff, and approaches for evaluation of school staff, teacher leadership, and decision making. Now, at first you may think, well, what are all of these things, evaluations and recruitment and mentoring school staff, what does that have to do with empowerment and building efficacy? Well, for one thing, if you have if you are building self-efficacy, you could use that for staff evaluations. You could use your staff evaluations as a personal plan for growth to ultimately build your goal of knowing more content knowledge and things like that. And that can make you feel more empowered in the classroom, ultimately resulting in increased student achievement. It takes professional development seminars, as we've all partaken in, to get these student results and to bring us to the point of knowing our content. So it all kind of fits hand in hand. And at the bottom it says teacher leadership and decision making. Teachers need to be able to make decisions on their own about instruction and different things like that, because once they're able to make decisions, they feel like leaders, and they are more morale increases. They're more satisfied with where they are as far as placement, recruitment, and mentoring as well. Okay, here are the survey results of our teacher empowerment survey that I sent out a few weeks ago. So the PLC team and I decided to go ahead and compile or make a pie chart of the recruitment, the staff evaluations, the professional development, decision making, and empowerment and self-efficacy. Now, as you can see in the pie chart, professional development and decision making are got the least amount of percentages of teachers that said yes to those questions. And most of the staff feel empowered and have self-efficacy. So I think the biggest thing that we need to focus on is the professional development aspect, because I think that if we look at professional development and what's going on in our school and decision making and go from there, then that will increase teacher empowerment overall, and hopefully make the sections a little bit bigger. I'm sorry for coughing. And make each section, or increase our total yeses in the survey. And this is looking at just the professional development questions, the results. appropriate amount of professional development is provided. 42% said yes. Professional development meets all student needs. 17% yes. And if you look, professional development deepens content knowledge, and professional development, we have decisions. We're able as teachers to make decisions about professional development. All three of those questions have 17%. So those are our lowest questions percentages. So we may need to look at those. We may need to look at those and try to get that gap narrowed, per se. So, and I think that goes hand in hand with teacher decisions about professional development. 92%, I think that is fair to say, feel like they have access to the content and resources. And I think that comes a lot with our district, trying to make sure that we have our wiki page and our curriculum website that we can just go on and look at pacing and resources that our curriculum instructor added for us to use. Okay, this is just a little bit of humor. Give you just a couple minutes to read that. So I think this is a lot of how we feel when we sit in professional development meetings. Most of the time, it is an administration or the curriculum coordinator or somebody basically setting up these trainings for us. We don't know any better. This is what we've always done. We sit there, and sometimes it pertains to us and sometimes it does not. So I think that teachers feel like they need to be able to make more decisions about staff development. So, so this is kind of where our growth plan stems from. So allowing teachers to make decisions on areas in which they need growth on as individuals will increase teacher morale, build self-efficacy, and strengthen content knowledge. And this is kind of like our main goal of having the growth plan, trying to build teachers into strengthening their content and having and being more excited about going to these professional development seminars. So here's what we're going to do. Our proposal is, with the approval of the school improvement team, PLC members and the candidate will create a series of professional development sessions where the teachers are able to choose which seminars they want to attend. This will provide leadership opportunities in the fact that teachers will be able to take a brief survey. And I have handed out an official growth plan timeline, a hard copy for you outside of this PowerPoint presentation here. It was a little bit too much to put into the PowerPoint, but I have given you a copy of that to look over as well. So as you're looking over this, this PowerPoint, if you will, just kind of glance over the growth plan, so it will look like a more feasible outline with timelines and dates and all of that good stuff. So the we'll create professional development seminars or sessions based off of what the teachers feel that they will they need, as far as they'll look at their self-assessments, they will look at their walkthrough evaluations, and they will look at areas that they need growth on, whether it be technology, whether it be literacy stations, anything that they feel that they need the most work on, and we'll help them narrow down those choices so we can pinpoint preferably 4 PD sessions with the requirement that they attend maybe 2 sessions that day. We will use SurveyMonkey as a means for getting the questions out there of the survey data to see what kinds of professional development the teachers need the most. So, and then though, after the professional development, the teachers will also have time to work in their classrooms to implement these ideas that they receive from the professional development, instead of just going back and feeling so rushed to have to get ready for the next day. They will have time to implement these practices, because I think a lot of the problem is they do not have enough time. Like, these are all good ideas, but they don't have enough time to actually put these ideas into place. So with only going to the necessary professional development days, they will now have time to put these practices into place. So the next thing that will happen is there will be another teacher empowerment survey. There will also be a reflection on the PD, that on the professional development day, so that the PLC members and administration school improvement team can get together and decide if this was a successful event based off of teachers' reflections, or if this was a complete waste of time. So what we will do after the reflection is analyzed, we will give the teachers another teacher empowerment survey to see if any of these areas are fixed, and to see if the gap between teacher empowerment is kind of narrowing, and if so, we will continue to put this plan into place over time, and then we will hopefully reach our long-term goals, which I'm going to get into in just a minute. Specific indicators of success: an increase in teacher willingness and enthusiasm to participate in professional development. An inquiry-based approach is used during evaluation conferences and professional development in order to build self-efficacy. A decrease in the number of teacher turnover at Hallsborough Artesia, and increased teacher decision-making and leadership opportunities among all faculty members. So with this increased decision-making, hopefully teachers, it will affect the teacher turnover rate, because teachers will feel more empowered, and they will feel like they have more content knowledge and they have a voice within the school. So ultimately that gives the teachers more job satisfaction, so they're more willing to stay at the location of our school. Here is a list of short-term and long-term goals, kind of in a T-map here. Teachers will gain a sense, this is just short-term goals, teachers will gain a sense of self-efficacy through a few chosen professional development activities. That's a short-term goal, because they're just going to gain that over just the professional development activities. But this isn't the whole picture here. There will be activities added to the growth plan as we analyze the success of the first activity, which is the professional development seminars. Teachers will make more immediate decisions about the content that they teach. So teachers are going to feel empowered to make decisions on their own and know that they are, increasing student achievement through the decisions that they're making, and they know that they are the ones that are impacting the student scores. And then an increase in the number of yeses on the teacher empowerment survey. So that's how we kind of know that that gap is narrowing. Long-term goals: increased leadership opportunities for teachers, resulting in teachers wanting to become leaders themselves. I think that's very important, to teach teachers to lead. Very important aspect of teacher empowerment. And teachers will feel empowered, resulting in increased student achievement, which is the ultimate goal of running a school, to increase student achievement. So anything that we can do along the lines to reach that goal is a plus. Thank you for listening. So Please give me your thoughts and your feedback, and I look forward to hearing from you about our teacher empowerment growth plan.